Tarot EVP drama. This reading is going to be about Miss Chynna Toilolo. Her boyfriend has been apprehended for this crime. What was her energy? What was her personality? What is the spirit that was coming through to describe her as an individual? She was a person who guided others. Divinity and wisdom is coming in with her being and who she was. Who was she? What was most important to her as a person before this happened to her? She was someone who stood out tremendously to others. Did anything ever stand out to her as far as a clue or a sign that Mr. Andy Dane Okatane could be dangerous enough to do something final to her at all? With this reversal, it could signify that he was resistant to spiritual matters or religious matters, maybe when she tried to discuss them, or that he felt strongly in the ways in which he was educated. What was the energy her angel brought through to comfort her as she left this life, if any? What were the memories of anyone specifically that came to her mind to ease her as she left this life? There was possibly an energy of an earth sign of Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo who came to her mind. What was the lifelong lesson that she was presented with learning while alive? By the universe, by the divine. Being able to speak up in a way that was encouraging to others. She was encouraged to herself use her ability to speak in a way that really got to others to help them in some way, and be edifying. And just to gain more clarity on that, just about bringing joy and illumination to those who she came into contact with. She learned a lot about her voice as a person and how strong it was, course, she was presented with learning this. And what can we learn as outsiders looking in? When it comes to her situation and her life, the life that she lived, about conflict and working through conflict as best as we can. This also represents movement and the importance of being able to leave scenarios that are not in our best interests. And some clarity on that with this reversal is emotional upheaval that was stifled and eventually was something that showed through in a derogatory manner. And that's what I'm getting, that's what I'm feeling here with this 5 of Cups. So arguing is coming in. It was an energy of argument, disagreement. It was very pervasive. And it was overshadowing her gift of oratory skills. Is there any insight into what this argument may have entailed, the major struggle that was going on at this time between them? Just someone taking offense to what someone else was doing, or someone finding out about some news later rather than earlier. And it got out of hand. Any other clarity on this? So there was a security issue that's coming through. There was a stability issue that was at stake, or that was being brought up. And that's coming in here as well. Any advice for those who are trying to heal, trying to obtain closure at this time, with the knowledge of this violent incident and her death? Disappointment is something that people are going to be faced with dealing with over this murder. And that's a given. It's showing up here in the spread. And the most we can do is make sure we never take our experiences, which are stable, which are constructively secure, for granted in any way. And we have to realize that some people want to stifle us when we are moving to another stage mentally, physically, spiritually, because they feel threatened or they feel like they're not ready. The important thing to remember is that when we're ready, we're ready. And this can bring out the worst in others at times. I will be doing a an EVP session, and I will be linking it to this video. I want to say thank you to the viewer who just chimed in the chat room, and I'd like to thank all the viewers for watching. So check out the EVP session. Again, I will be including it in a link. Over and out.